deal with it anymore. But what ends up happening is that in order
Happy
to
Valentine's Day.
to come back,
This is what I'm up to.
their ideas.
Thank you for tuning in. It's the Comics Coffee Table with Reverend Sully, a.k.a. Eric O'Sullivan, at February the 14th, 2023. Just a caveat, too. These are pre-recorded shows. I don't do live streams. I will eventually, but not yet. I'm more comfortable making organized kind of video content, like episodes, or however you want to put it. But I just wanted to let you know that, too. I do, because I have a day job. And to make daily content, I learned you have to have a shoot day. And have your executive producer make show notes. And read, as the talent, I gotta read my producer's show notes. Alright, here from our Boston studios, pre-recorded live before some stuffed animals. We are talking comic books, and thank you so very much for tuning in today. As I love making the live chat of the premieres, we broadcast daily, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern daily. We've been talking about comic books every day, like the entirety of last year. And we've been talking. We're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. That's our thing. This is our coffee table. Welcome. Pull up a chair, please. It's time. What's that in the background? I'm glad you asked. If you can tell, that's Robert Meyer Burnett. Robert Meyer Burnett. I've totally kind of. Can you tell he's like my unintentional mentor? There are several YouTube creators that have looks like this, and deliveries like this, and vibes like this. And I gotta say, RMB, Robert Meyer Burnett, and it's YouTube. See, one day I'll be monetized, and one day you too can skip the ads in my shows too. But until then. Oh boy, thank you so much for tuning in. Pull up a chair to the coffee table. Yes, we started last year with this book here. That is the Golden Age of DC Comics, 365 Days. It's a hardcover coffee table book. It was given to me about 2 decades ago by one of my best friends. It's been serving my coffee table ever since. It would be right now, but I wanted to have them on display right there just because it's nostalgic, and that's where we came from. We were able to talk about comic books every day all last year. We would open up that page, that book, to today's date. Hey, it's February the 14th. We would read the blurb, we'd look at some comic book art, would read the blurb, and then would talk about comic books. And, and the show's moved on from there. Sláinte, skål, salud, cheers to you. Welcome. Thank you for coming here today.
Now, to be fair,
I didn't know. Bonum ek no kikese. It is good for us to be here. And I'm still bagging and boarding all of my Star Wars comics, but that's okay. I mean, we're gonna just chat out Star Wars. I'm still simultaneously psyched and appalled that I had. This was loose for 16 years, 17 years already. Wow, and it held. I mean, just like, wow. Okay, I'm just very happy. I'm thinking, do I have issue 0 downstairs in a issue 0 of Legacy downstairs in the long box somewhere? We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find out too. I mean, it'll be like October, and we're going through something like. I got like, and we're on to the rando long box. And speaking of long boxes, and the show itself, this year, the books that we're using this year are these two. We're using the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide, the 52nd edition. We're using the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics, the 6th edition, published in 2021. Since I am going to be rebagging, reboarding, and reboxing my entire comic book collection. Yep, indeed. We are. We're going to do it together, and we're going to learn a lot, and we're going to talk a lot about comic books. And we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. You got it. You can find links to the Amazon pages in the description if you want to pick up some copies of these for your and play along at home and maybe judge your own collection while we're going on. You can even find this book here.
They're inoffensive.
Hello.
Lower Decks has a lot of humor, but
there you are.
It's more farce as opposed to being a
there.
comedic version of Star Trek. It's more of a
No.
farcical
Parallax.
Star Trek.
That's parallax
Whether
error.
it exists on its own or not,
Isn't it?
I don't know.
So we're going to be reboxing, reboarding, and rebagging my entire collection. We are going. One of the missions of this show is to get you to go to your comic book store.
Star Trek Discovery.
I love
it.
I do. I've been migrating from long boxes to short boxes. Buying them at the comic book shop, my local comic book shop. I've been buying boards, acid-free boards. I've been buying bags. They only have the poly bags, the polyfibrine bags, and I need to find. I'm on the waiting list to get Mylites. We're still waiting. They'll come in one of these days, and then we're gonna migrate the good stuff, aka something like this, into the Mylars. And that'll be that. Hello. Welcome. And good day. Let's get to it. So yeah, we're rebagging, reboarding, and reboxing my entire comic book collection. I'm looking through this Overstreet comic book price guide just to get a ballpark kind of estimation of like, hey, don't you want to know like how much your comic book collection could be worth? I would, while I'm doing this, and I thought it would make a, fun conversation material. And this is what the inside of the book looks like, just to let you know. I'm looking at I, and if you can see, that's Infinite, looking for Infinity Crisis. And see, this is the grades up top. And I'm looking up an image comic called The Infinite Horizon by Image. It's a 6-issue limited series. It's not listed. It's not listed in here. So, to the intro warbs. But this is the first show. It's the first show that we've had that we couldn't find something in the book. I'll turn this down just a little. Don't want you to compete with. How could I compete with Robert? I have my own show, but I just want to I appreciate this guy a lot. I really do. I hope you do too, Robert Meyer Burnett. I hope you're part of. Be part of the Robservations. And so yeah, these three. I kind of gave a peek the other day because we were going through all these Star Wars comic books, and Phil Noto is huge with Marvel and on the Star Wars titles. Jerry Duggan is one of the starters in their bullpen. And the bullpen is a Marvel thing. It's not just another Sully baseball allegory for comic books. No, the Marvel bullpen is was a thing in the 70s and 80s, like the Marvel bullpen. The bullpen's where you keep your pitchers and waiting if you need to call on them, or when you need to call on them. And they're always warming up too, I guess. Well, they only should be warming up if they got to get the call. You don't want to wear your arm out. Okay, you pull it in. Have a sip of coffee. Welcome to the comics coffee table. The Marvel bullpen. Their stash and cash of writers and artists from the Marvel bullpen. And but yeah, we have all this Phil Noto art on these Marvel Star Wars comic books. I reread this last night. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I want to like this stuff. it's a lot of it. It's because it's intrinsically unlikable, and I think it's designed that way. But I mean that's not the point of the show. Is to like But look more awesome, delicious Phil Noto art. I love Phil Noto art. This is written by Charles Sewell. This had interior art by Noto himself. It makes a very photorealistic faces. Action scenes, you know what I mean. But still, it's like, let's see. Yeah, this is Phil Noto cover art still. It's very, very cool. I meant to look this one up. This is how 3PO got his red arm. This is definitely not Phil Noto art. But it's like, this is actually a charming story, too. It's James Robinson wrote this, and he did Starman, and Tony Harris did the art. Yeah. I like some parts of this stuff. Like dig the credits. The credits of the book are done in Star Wars font, in credits font. Isn't that cool? I mean, I just like that. And this is the story of how C-3PO gets his red arm in time for The Force Awakens. Captain Solo, you might not have recognized me with my red arm. Yeah. And the rest of the Poe Damerons. Yeah, I thought we saw the other day. Yeah. Variant cover, issue 1. No raised value. We did not look up this one. C-3PO. I hope Rob doesn't mind that I'm having my own show and listening to his show at the same time. I hope you don't mind. I'm just like splitting, some time here. I'm enjoying this time. Droids, but not the C-3PO. It's not the Star Wars droids. It's something else. I started looking for this and I couldn't find it. They have tag and bank. Where the numbers start. I mean, so Star Wars X-Wing is the last book. Would it be under T for 3PO? C for or for to the interwebs, because it's not filed under C. That's why I looked before. Crimson Reign, Clone Wars Adventures. Hey, we're 2 for 2 with not being able to find a book today. Maybe it's me. It could be me. And yeah, let's stop that. Let's get to it. Yes, but the Infinite Horizon here, and I had them sign it too. That was cool. We discussed that. So let's look up the Infinite Horizon. Let's see. Bet you it's let's see. Good. And I hope you are clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. Over and out. Put in Infinite Horizons. Issues 1 through 6. And it was Eisner nominated. I mean, it was pretty darn good. It was it was inspired by the Odyssey, and it was pretty decent, yeah. And all I can find is a trade paperback. I was looking to see if there was an eBay. Oh, here we go, eBay. $8.99. This is a 2007. Oh, it was $9.99. Now it's $8.99. Aw, that's cute. I would at least try to charge $12 for that. $2 a funny book, because they're really in decent condition. Oh man. But I just want to, this is So he's like a soldier coming back from an American, like a Western soldier, coming back to from being stationed out somewhere on the other side of the world. Could be the Middle East, could be Northern Africa, could be could be anywhere. And he's supposed to be Odysseus, and he's trying to get home to his wife and his kid. And back at home, like there were a bunch of guys trying to take the lumber ranch or something from underneath. You're a widow now, and he's not coming home, that kind of thing. And is that oh, that's a fold. I just saw that too. Shit. I'm such a bad comics person. That is a ding. Ding. Wow, that's a super ding. That could have been avoided. Okay, well, yeah, but that's the Cyclops. That's an infrared goggle, and so this is Odysseus versus the Cyclops. Yeah, boy, these are old. These need new bags. Stat. So let's do some bagging and boarding for some comic books and that's what happens if you buy these. You take chances on titles that it depends on what you're in this for. I mean, are you looking to make a buck? Are you just wanting to play some kind of game of collection and do they increase in value? Is this all about money, or is this all about it's what is it worth to you? I guess that's the personal question. What is this worth to me? What it was worth to me was one, I'm a huge fan of the Iliad and the Odyssey. I've got a few books that are, speaking of Star Wars, these are the books that are on my desk, and my desk shelf. All right. Seriously, these books are these are the books that are on my shelf. And one more. Once more to the breach, dear friends, once more. Plug up that hole with our English dead. In peacetime, there's nothing so becoming a man as honest stillness and humility. But when the blasts of war blow in our ears, then imitate the tiger. Stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood, disguise fair nature with hard-favored rage. Henry V, Act 3, Scene 1, I believe, maybe. I'm only that smart. So smart. There's always someone smarter. Don't worry about being the smartest guy in the room. Just be be yourself. Where the heck did that come from? The heart. Seriously, I mean, we're talking about, and also, I just wanted also to talk about YouTube mentors too. There's a theme to this episode as well. It's about love. It's Valentine's Day. This is what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. I'm hanging out with you, and I'm sharing this love of comic books with you. And Pika, I choose you. I know that sounds kind of sad that I'm talking to asking my stuffed animal to be my Valentine. No, he was asking me. Yeah, have some fun. Inhale love, exhale peace. Breathe and pass gas, as Mama says. And here we go. We have bagged and boarded. We're doubling up. We're just using the poly bags. Sure, that's what we got. We have to make do with what we got. And we need the best of it. And, but yeah, it's one of my mentors. If you want to make YouTube content, well, have something to say. Get a camera. Get a decent microphone. Have something behind you. Have something in front of you. Yeah. These bags are about 15 years old, I guess. +5. Plus 6. Ooh, don't see. That's where you did it. Bent it. See, that was perfect until you fucked with it. He's an ordained minister and he cusses. Yep, and he drinks. He farts and he smokes. And he likes women. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, and it's just, my other mentor. So yeah, I wanted to share about mentors. So have some mentors when it comes to YouTube creation, if that's what you want to do. This guy is one of the best. Also, I'd suggest watching the Bob Ross show. I've incorporated this into my life. What would Bob Ross do? Speak kindly. He'd keep it simple. And he'd keep it to about 20 minutes or so. His episodes are about, 24 minutes? And he's got 2 cameras. He's got an interesting setup. We're in a conversation. And I've always felt that way watching Bob Ross's material. That's why I don't, like I said at the beginning of the show, these are pre-recorded. Yet they're evergreen in a way. You can always tune in and be part of the conversation. And you can always be part of the conversation in the comments. Seriously. And be part of it. Thank you so very much. You are the most important ingredient in our recipe of this show. And it's nice to spend time with you. If I can make the live chat, I can. I'm back to work now. I have a day job. I'm not a 9 to 5er. I'm a 6:30 a.m.er to 2:30 p.m.er. I am up. I'm the one who wakes up the cock to crow. To crow. I'm like, get up. I'm on my way to the station, and I'm like, yep. Yeah, so I get up wicked early, and I go to bed relatively early too. Monday through Friday. So yeah, I keep a shoot day on a Saturday, and then pick up stuff on a Sunday, and during my break, I try to get as much ahead as possible, because it's really hard making daily content. I mean, you got to be on the ball. You have to be organized. But making it's not that hard, I guess. It's always because we're having a conversation about comic books. And this has been a really great time spent. Seriously. You can go back and watch these later. Anytime. And be like, hey, you know what? You're not really alone if you feel alone. If you feel alone and are feeling lonely, you really aren't, in a way. I mean, you could have the Lord in your heart if you chose to see it like that. And if you have the Lord in your heart, that means you have a little bit of everyone else. There's one of these weird spirituality things where we all could be sharing a splinter of the same soul, the Lord's soul. And that way we can, if we see the Lord in other people, we see that in ourselves and that in others and that in everyone around you. Ain't that cool? I think so. Cheers. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We've been talking about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have someone to snuggle and give a smooch to, and to pamper. That would be nice. I am going to pamper myself. I am going to, maybe bag and board some more comic books. I'm making I usually make a pizza, and so if you follow me on Twitter, look for my yearly pizza, the Broken Heart pepperoni. It's cute. I make pizza at home. I'll put the pizza making video here. You'll get a kick out of it. It was one of my first YouTube channel vids, and then I make the dough into a heart shape, and when I cut the pizza, I put a flash zigzag into it, and boom! It's a broken-hearted pizza. Why not? I think it's cute. Again, have fun. Go with what you got and use what's the best things around you, I guess. Cheers. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. I would love to earn your subscription. We make daily content here. 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. And I love this guy. I just want to let you know. Yes, he's all right, and you should subscribe to him too. He's good to kick back to, and he's had a big impact on me and Bob Ross. So you have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao, bye bye.